Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Faisal. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can create a login and registration system. Whenever a user register or sign up in your website, your system should send an verification email, and without verifying their email account, they will not be able to log in into your website. So let's start creating our website. Create a new file and save this file. Let's go to your drive where you have stored your XAMPP. Let's create a new folder that says sign up, and inside let's create some folders. First one is includes, where we place all of our necessary files to include, and let's create a new folder inside this that is called styles, and another one that is called js. And let's go back and create a new folder right here that is called handlers, and let's save this file in the main directory with the name of index.php, or let's say register.php. Inside this, let's type some doc type that is HTML. Start your HTML code. End it. We have two basic tags. First one is head. Inside head we can write title, register in my website, and the other one is body tag, where we place all of our content. Okay, so let's cut all of these and create a new file and paste everything inside here and save this file as header.php and close it. Let's cut the rest of the code and create new file, paste it here and save it as footer.php. So we have two files, header and footer. Let's include both of them inside register.php file. Include header.php. Let's copy this and paste it one more time, and the file name should be footer.php. Okay, let's open this project in your browser first. Localhost slash, we have created a folder name with sign up, and when you hit enter there will be all of these files. Let's click on register.php and you will see all the codes that we placed inside header.php and footer.php successfully included in register.php file. Okay, so let's start creating our register or sign up form. Let's add a field set, and inside field set there should be a legend that says sign up to get access, for example. And in between, let's create a new table with some default parameters. And width should be 100%. Let's close this table. Add some tr and tds, table rows and table data. So each row will have two table data, which means two columns. First one is of width 30%, second one is should be of width 70%. And the first one, let's say I want user to add their name and add an input field right here. Input type text and give it a name of fname, stands for full name. Let's copy this and paste it two more times. Second one is email. Input type should be email, name should also be email or whatever you want to name it. Third one is password. Its type should also be password, and name whatever you want to name it. The last thing that we want is the submit button itself. Let's make its call span equals to 2, so it will take space of both of the columns. Let's change its value to sign up. Okay, so when you refresh, here is our form. Let's design this form to make it look good. Create a new file and save this file inside your includes and styles folder. with the name of style.css. Let's start designing our style.css file. Let's add margin to 0 and padding to 0 as well. The next thing that I want to design is field set. Let's make its width to 500 pixels, margin 100 pixels auto. Let's add a bit of padding, and now let's refresh our page and you will see. Okay, so one last thing that we didn't include this file in your register.php. Let's include it in your header.php. Let's include the complete folder, sign up folder right here, so that you can search directly for files by pressing Ctrl P. Inside this, let's include that CSS file. The main purpose of this tutorial is to send verification email, but I want to show you how should be the structure of your folders. That's why I'm teaching you from the beginning. Go inside styles folder and then style.css file. Just write style sheet here and we are ready to go. Now when you refresh, there should be styles applied. So the next thing I want to change is input with the type of text and with the type of email and with the type of password. I want to design all of these. Let's add some padding. Background color should be light gray, and we have margin. Let's add 5 from top, left, bottom, and then right. Let's add a border, 1 pixel solid gray color, and let's make its outline equals to none. Okay, let's refresh our web page and see what we got. So let's give it a width of 500 pixels for example, or let's say 350 pixels. Now let's refresh and we have our form. To make it look good, let's search on Google for Google fonts and search for a good font that you want to use. Sorry, this should be the link. And that is how you can use Google fonts in your website. You just need to choose any font that is looking good to your eyes. Let's suppose this one. Just need to click on this plus icon. That is a letter font actually. Just need to copy this link and paste it in your header.php file on top of your style.css, and the next thing is just need to write this font family in your CSS file. So I want to give this font to everything in my website. Now let's refresh and my font should be changed. Let's design this button as well. So let's target it like this. We have a submit button, and in here let's design a little bit. 10 pixels width should be equals to, let's remove the width because padding will handle the width of this button. Next thing is text align center, and we have font size equals to 18 pixels. Font weight should be 700. Let's refresh and see what we got. Okay, so for now it is looking good. Let's see time. We will continue this tutorial to 15 minutes. Okay, so let's start the coding part of this form. So we have our form ready, but we didn't include the form tag. So all you need to do is just need to write form and an action attribute and a method attribute. Method should be post and action should be where you want to submit this form. Suppose I want to submit it to the same page, that is register.php. You can leave it blank as well. Let's close this form right here and indent this a little bit like this way. Okay, so when we submit this form, it should submit to the register.php file, so we can handle the form right here. So start writing your PHP code. If is set $_request, or you can write $_post. So I want to check if the value is set for this register btn. I want to submit this form. For example, I want to echo out something, form submitted. Let's refresh and submit it again, and you will see form submitted will be printed out here, which means we are working just fine. The next thing is we want to check all of these values should not be empty. First one should be name $_request. Let's catch that name with their name attribute. Email and password. Email, let's give it email and pass with the name attribute of password. Let's check if we don't have any empty value. If empty $name, then echo out something, or let's say I want to store all the errors inside my variable that is called errors. Let's include the error, please fill from your name. Okay, let's add another if condition with for email and for password as well. Email, please fill your email address, please fill your password. So we have a pass variable. By default, let's declare this errors variable as empty. Before this, so by default this variable should be empty, and if the submitted value is empty, then this error variable will have this data. And if the second value is also empty, then the current value of errors should be appended or concatenated with the next error. And when all the errors will be stored inside this error variable, you can echo out the error variable like this way, echo $errors. That is it. Okay, so let's append a br tag here as well, so that all the errors should come one next to each other. Let's submit this form again, and we have all the errors. Let's fill the first one and we submit it. You will see the name errors should not be there. Okay, so our these conditions should be working. So let's do the next thing, that is if copy this, let's make it equals to empty, not empty, and not empty this email, and not empty this pass. Then you can echo or run anything, suppose saving your submitted form data in the database. Form submitted. For testing purposes, let's echo this out. Okay, so if we have errors, this will show up. If we fill both of these fields, because we have named it to input type email, so it will validate. When I submit, you will see only password should be there, and we have, if we type everything inside any fields, when we submit, there should be a message that says form submitted. Okay, so I want to now handle my form right here. So I want to, first of all, I want to save all of these values inside my database. So for using our database, what we need to do, we need to connect over this script with a database that we are going to create just now. Let's go inside PHP my admin, click on databases, and let's create a new database. Let's suppose sign up. Inside this database, let's connect this database first. Create a new file and save it as, inside your includes folder, let's save it as config.php, for example. Now inside this config.php, what you need to do, you need to establish the connection by writing mysqli_connect, and it should take 4 parameters. First one should be localhost, Second one should be root, that is the username. Password should be empty, and the fourth one is the name of database that we just created, that is sign up. So our connection is now established. You just need to include that connection file in here. So it is placed inside includes folder, and we have config.php file. So our database connection is now ready. Let's create a table that says members, and we have 5 fields. First one should be ID, second one should be name, email, password, and date when this record will be added. So it can be a date stamp, password should be varchar, email should be varchar, and name should be varchar. Name can be 100 characters long, email can be 255, and password should be 255. Let's make it auto increment and primary as well. Save this. Now let's write a insert query. So we have insert query like this: insert into, the table name is members, set. Now set all the values. For example, the first value is ID, make it equals to empty. Second one is name, make it equals to $name. Third one is email, make it equals to $email. And password, make it equals to $pass. Let me check if we have password, or the column name is pass. We have a complete password. Okay, the last thing is date. Let's make it equals to now. And what you need to do, you need to just echo this or run this query by using mysqli underscore query. And you need to pass two parameters. First one is connection variable, that is actually coming from config.php file from right here. Copy this and paste it right here. And the second one should be the query itself. If this query runs successfully, let's echo out success. Okay, now let's try this in your browser and see if we have any error or not. Faisal at gmail.com and Faisal. Let's hit sign up and we have a success message. Let's go there and browse it, and we have our record. So we are 2 minutes up. Let's continue the rest of things in the next video. See you in the next video. Goodbye.